host for this evening, Mr. Jim Bowen.
Well, welcome to another edition of Bullseye. Thanks very much for watching us. And thanks for dropping us a line when sometimes we go wrong. One of the questions in a recent show was, or the answer to one of the questions was, behind closed doors. And we awarded the points and the pounds. We did know, in fact, it was Washington behind closed doors, but thanks for showing an interest. And, well, that's lovely. Now, and that's another thing I've got to say to you. We've stopped the lovely bit now, have you noticed? So, Terry Wogan, I hope all's forgiven. But I've got another bad habit now. Apparently, it's nice to have you on the show. Well, I've been told from the gallery upstairs, from the mafia, they've said I've got to stop that. So, we'll try and cure that. Well, we'll get on with the show, and it's nice to have on the show tonight Malcolm Fox and Steve Smith from Television South West. Make them nice and welcome. Hi, Steve. All right. First on, it's always a bit, isn't it, when you're first on? Nice. And you're from Cougar in Cornwall. Yeah. That's right, yeah. And now, Malcolm, I knew a fella called Fox, isn't it? Malcolm Fox, yeah. I knew a guy called Fox. He made a mint.
Sat on
Who do you play dance for?
Kenwick Sands Hotel.
The Kenwick... Will they understand what you said then?
Well, they will. The Kenwick is a good place.
Yeah? Oh, dear, this is free beer every year for you, isn't it?
I've got to get them in.
That's right. Now then, Steve, you've got a garage, have you?
That's right, yeah.
Is it your own business, Steve?
It is, yeah, just at a local village garage, really.
Yeah. Tell us about your cricket. I know you're keen on cricket, aren't you? Tell us about it.
Somebody's been telling you stories.
No, they haven't. They don't tell us a thing. Go on.
Well, batting average is not too good. No, it's
what is it?
Well, no, it's very low. Yes.
Who do you play for?
A local team, Grade Ruin. It's
where are they in the league?
Bottom.
The bottom. And what league is that? The bottom of?
The bottom league in Cornwall.
The way you're going to be bottom next year, and you're going to enjoy it, I think.
Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nice to... Well, I won't say that. Lovely to have it. I won't say that. Go and sit down over there, Steve. Go and sit there, Mal. Nice to be both with us. I said it in the end, didn't I? Thank you very much indeed. Will you welcome from Central Television area, Cappy Woodward and Mark Smith. Give them a nice round of applause. How are you, Cappy? How are you, Mark? Nice to be with us. And you're from the Central area, that's right? Yeah, that's right. What about the nickname, Cappy? What's that?
It's Cappy, it's from handicap. My name's Andy, so
Your name's Andy?
Yeah.
So it's Cappy, I see, yeah, that's right. And what about your hobby?
Playing football.
Play football?
Yeah.
You were telling me, you were going to tell me tonight on the show about an award you won. What was that?
Last season, I won Player of the Year, yeah.
Footballer of the Year?
Yeah.
We don't often get Footballer of the Year. Where was it for?
Brickmakers Homes.
Oh, was it? Well, that's marvellous. The world and his wife will be delighted about that. Mark, you're from Birmingham as well, of course. And your nickname's?
Smithy.
Smithy? Smithy, that because you're called Mark Smith.
That's right.
That's right. And tell us what... You were a teacher, and what are you doing now? An interesting job you've got now, haven't you?
Well, we're going around checking all public facilities to see how accessible they are to disabled for sport and various other facilities.
Good, that's fine. What's your hobby? Have you got a hobby?
Yeah, I'm a brass bandsman. I play the euphonium.
Great. Now, a euphonium, that's a big brass thing with lumps on it that makes noises at the big end, isn't it?
That's right.
I know, I married one. Anyway, it's nice to have you... Oops, I've said it again. We hope you have a lovely night with us, Mark and Cappy. Off you go to your respective seats. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. And we move on now. Yes, why not? Will you all welcome at home and this lovely audience we've got here in the studio, will you welcome Linda Linley and Hazel Barrett from Tyne Tees? Give them a nice warm round of applause. Now then, Linda, you're a housewife. What do you do when you're not a housewife? Because that's a full-time job. What do you do?
Well, play dominoes.
Where do you do that?
Bishop's Place.
In
Richmond, in the pub.
In the pub, and anything else?
Play darts.
Where do you do that?
In the pub.
In the pub. Have you any other hobbies?
Reading.
A bit of reading. What do you read? Beer mats? Hazel, we're delighted to have you with us all the way from YA up yonder, from Darlington, that's right. And tell us about this pet hate.
Well, it's just that when you travel about, you know, I don't travel about a lot, but when you do travel about, You said, somebody says to you, where do you come from? You say Darlington, and you get the blankest stare you've ever had.
You don't know where?
Where's Darlington?
Yeah, I know, I can't understand. I can understand that being very annoying. I can't understand people not knowing where Darlington is, you know. We know you've had a nice day. Sorry, it's all right, it's all right. We know you've had a nice day. We know you're going to have a great night. Hazel, off you go to your seat. Linda, off you go. Right, yes, give them a nice round of applause. OK. Now, we've met the contestants. Come on, we'll briefly go through the rules before we steam into the game. It's the bullseye board, categories instead of numbers, with the bonus areas. And what can the dart player score if he gets a bullseye? 200. Well, that's brilliant. It was nearly alive, was that? That's marvellous. We'll get on with the game. We have arranged the order of play before we came on, as you know by now, and everyone's sitting in the seats, ready to play the game. The questions in the first round are worth £30 each. So the first one's for Steve, but Mark and Hazel, just a reminder, hands on your bonus buttons. Steve, choose a subject for Malcolm.
Food, please.
Food we'd like. Flashing to help you, Malcolm. It's not, it's places, so there's no bonus, but you can get 30 points and £30 for this, Steve. Which British ocean liner, launched in 1934, is now a floating hotel in California?
Queen Elizabeth.
It's not, and I can offer it to Hazel, whose light came on.
Queen Mary.
Queen Mary is right, £30 you've got. We move on. Mark, choose a subject for Cappy.
History, please.
History we'd like. No problem. £50 you've got there, Cappy. Well done. For a further £30, Mark, can you answer me this? In the Great Fire of London, 100,000 people were made homeless, but only 6 people died. In which year was this?
1665. 1666.
I'll take it. It's near enough. With 2,000 years, we'll accept one error. Fine. We move on to Hazel. Choose a subject for Linda.
Spelling, please.
Spelling we want, Linda. It's there. So that's a £100 bonus. Excellent. Hazel, here's your question on spelling. The glossy varnish painted on wood or fingernails is called lacquer. Please spell lacquer.
L-A-C-Q-U-E-U-R.
And I can offer it, and I can offer it across to Steve. Steve, spell... Carry on.
L-A-C-Q-U-A-R.
Is wrong. In fact, it's L-A-C-Q-U-E-R. So at the end of the first round, we've got Malcolm and Steve with no score, Cappy and Mark with £80, and Linda and Hazel with £130. Now, fine. Yes, well done. Now we move on to round 2, and here the questions are worth £50 each. Of course, they're a little more difficult, and we've lost some categories. Let's have a look at what we've got left. We've got food, sport, show business, affairs, books, words, and Britain. So what do you think, Steve, for Malcolm?
Britain, please.
Britain we'd like. It's fine. £50 bonus you've got, Malcolm. For a further £50, Steve, which English woman was the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia? And there's a light on. Shh.
Emily...
Sorry, time's up, and we can offer it across to Mark.
Amy Johnson.
Amy Johnson is right, for £50. Well done. And we move on. And it's Mark, it's your turn. Choose a subject for Cappy.
Words, please.
Words we'd like. Flashing to help you. It's not. The subject's gone, so we can't ask the question. We move on. Hazel, excuse me, choose a subject for Linda.
Words, please.
Words we'd like. It's not. It's Britain again, so we can't ask the question. The end of that round, Malcolm and Steve creeping in with £50, Mark and Cappy with £130, and Linda and Hazel with £130. We move... Yes, sure. Well done. Lovely studio audience. Excellent. We move on to round 3 now. Here the questions are worth £100, so the whole situation could alter. The questions are more difficult, of course, and less categories to aim at. Let's look at what they've got left. We've got food, sport, showbiz, affairs, books, and words. What do you think, Steve, for Malcolm?
Showbiz.
Showbiz we'd like. Showbiz we'd like. It's there. £50 bonus you've got, Malcolm. Well done. This is for a further £100, Steve. In the TV series Steptoe and Son, the son was played by Harry H. Corbett. Who played Steptoe?
Wilfred Bramall.
Good answer. £100 you've got. Excellent. We move on. Mark, choose a subject for Cappy.
Words, please.
Words we'd like, Cappy. Words we'd like. It's there. It's £50 bonus for another £100, Mark. The collective word for geese on the ground is a gaggle. What is the collective word for geese in flight?
Flock.
It's not. We've no light on, so there's no need to offer it. In fact, it's a skein. S-K-E-I-N. So we move on for the last time now. We're looking at Hazel to choose a subject for Linda.
Affairs, please.
Affairs we'd like. Affairs we'd like, Linda. And it's not, it's history. And sadly, the subject's gone, so we can't ask the question. Which gives us the scores at the end of round 3 in this evening's game of Bullseye. Malcolm and Steve with £200, Cappy and Mark with £180, and Linda and Hazel, sadly, with only £130. So we've got to say cheerio to them. Give them a nice, encouraging round of applause. Well done. Well done. You've done very well. It's been well worth your coming anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. £130. There's your winnings here tonight on Bullseye. You take this, Hazel. And I'm sure, Linda, you'll take good care of these Bullseye darts and this silver key ring, which we'd like you to have with our compliments. Ladies and gentlemen, a lovely couple. Please give them a nice round of applause. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Hazel. Excellent. Fine. Now we move to round 2 of the game, and here, as you know, come and have a look at this. It's the sort of dartboard you see in your pub almost all over Great Britain. Traditional match play dartboard. Here we ask the 2 remaining dart players to compete in 3 rounds of darts against each other. The winner of each round wins for his partner a question, and the value of that question is the winning score. So, lads, it's pounds for points. Right, Malcolm, up to the hockey. Cappy, you come and stand with me. It's over to Tony Green.
And it's round 1, and it's Mark to throw. It's 20. That's a 12. And that's another 20. That's 52 for Mark. So Cappy, with 52 to beat. And that's 20. Another 20. Oh, trying to play it safe with the board. That's 40. First round to Malk.
Right, so a question worth £52 here to Steve, if you can get this right. For £52. What is the Shroud of Turin?
It was something that Jesus was supposed to have been wrapped in.
What a good answer, exactly right. Give him a round of applause for that. That was super. Gives us £252, plays 180. We'll move on back to Tony.
And it's round 2, and once again, it's Malk to throw. That's a treble 20, 60. And that's an 18. And that's a 5, that's 83 for Malk. Cappy, what to do? 83 to beat. That's 5. That's a 1. That's 20. That's a 5, that's 30. So second round to Malk.
Very expensive question, this, Malcolm. It's worth £83 to you if you get this right. Think carefully. How many states are there in the United States of America?
64.
I can offer it across to Mark for £30.
52.
In fact, 50. So no score there. Still gives us £252, plays 180. Back to Tony for round 3.
And the third round, the final round, and it's Malk to throw. That's 20. That's a 5. And that's a 1. That's, just check down, that's 41 in actual fact. Just take them out, so that's 41. Okay. So Cappy with 41 to beat. 20. A 1. And that's a 9. That's 30. So the third round to Malk on 41.
So this is your third bite of the cherry, Steve, for £41. Where would you see the Swiss Guards, Steve?
Outside the Papal Palace, Rome, the Vatican.
Good. That's exactly right. Well done indeed. Gives us final scores of 293 playing 180. So sadly, we've got to say cheerio to Cappy and Mark, but they haven't done all that badly. In you come, boys. Give them an encouraging round of applause, boys and girls. Well, lads, you've done very well. It's been marvellous having you on the show. You've done well. You've done £180. There it is. These two lovely Bullseye tankards, and they're a bit special, are those. And, of course, the Bullseye darts and the silver keyring. Thanks very much for coming on the show. It's been lovely to have you with us. We'll see you maybe in the second half. You never know with this game, do you? And we'll see you certainly in a couple of throws. Come back and see us in a minute. Welcome back to part 2 of this very special show of Bullseye. Tonight it is a bit special because our celebrity dart thrower is a celebrity who plays darts. A gentleman who breathed life into TVAM last year. Will you please welcome the presentation talents of Mr. Nick Owen. Delighted to have you. We really are thrilled to have you. Well, isn't it going well for you down there?
Yes, I must say I'm enjoying it very much.
Do you enjoy the getting up bit?
Not much, no. That is the one drawback. About 3:30 every morning, the alarm goes off.
We had Anne on at Christmas Show, co-presenter, of course, and she was up at 2:30 because they need a bit longer to get ready, I
that's
suppose.
right, of course they do, yeah.
So your social life, forget it, out of the window.
Completely gone, except at weekends. That's the only time I can have a bit of social life.
When do you do the research for these people? You actually do this before the show goes on?
Well, we do a bit the night before. We get in, I go back to the office usually at about 7 o'clock in the evening, do about an hour's work then.
And where are you living?
Then go to bed at 8. Well, I've got a place in London and
because
a place
you
in
are,
Birmingham.
we're proud to say you are an ex-Central.
Oh, yes, very much so,
I mean,
yes. Meeting lots of old friends today.
That's right, and we were all thrilled to bits when it happened for you. It really is marvellous. You know what we'd like you to do tonight? 301 or more. So we do give you a 60-point start. And we've got a super audience, and all the crew and everybody at Central are really rooting for you tonight.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, give an encouraging round of applause to Nick Owen.
So, Nick, then, with 9 darts to go. This is for charity.
I usually have a glass in the other hand for balance. You know that, Nick?
That's 4. And that's 15. And that's another 15, so that's 34. Sonic, then, 94.
Thank you for the sympathy.
6 darts to go. Still a bit tight.
Still waiting for that glass, Jim.
18.
That's the pity, isn't it?
And that's a 10. And a 5, so that's 33. Nick then with 127. His final 3 darts. That's a 10. A 20. And another 20. That's 50, so that's 177.
Well done, Nick. Well done. It's not as easy, is it? Because you've no warm-up. It's sort of cold.
No, it's a bit cold, isn't it?
You've done very well. You've got a considerable amount of money for the charity. We'd like to introduce you to the 2 lads whose charity it's been chosen by.
Hello, Malcolm.
Steve and Malcolm. Tell us a little bit about the charity.
Well, we'd like to give it to the local lifeboat. That is Lizard Cadgwith lifeboat. It's the most southerly boat in this country.
Yes.
Anything that is collected goes towards the welfare of men. Keep it going, yes.
That's it. Well, courtesy of young Nick Owen, you've got £177. We'd like to thank Nick for coming. It's been a treat to have you with us in the studios again,
It's been great
sir.
to be here.
Thank you very much
Cheers,
indeed.
Jim.
Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep going. Right, boys. Now then, did you think you'd get to this stage in the game? You were sort of half hoping, weren't you? Well, here you are, and it's your time now to look at Bully's prize board. You've watched it for 2 previous series. Well, over the last 2 years, you've seen it come round. Did you ever think you'd actually come face to face with it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Well, this is it. Come with me, and we'll put you in just that position. Follow me down here. It's Bully's prize board. It's a test of memory as well as skill. There are black segments and red segments, and in every red segment, there are some super prizes.
In 1, a 22-inch colour television set. In 2, for that special occasion, a silver-plated Georgian tea service. In 3, for the budding Lester Piggott, a handsome hand-carved rocking horse. In 4, this 12-place setting, fully automatic dishwasher. In 5, for elegance in the home, a nest of 3 reproduction tables. In 6, just for the ladies, a 9-carat gold necklace. In 7, keep really snug with this feather and down continental quilt and bedding. In 8, for the traveller, these matching lightweight suitcases. And Bully's special prize this week, the last word in luxury, this 3-piece leather suite.
Now then, 9 marvellous prizes. And we give you 9 chances to win them because we give you 9 darts. 6 for you, Malcolm, and 3 for you, Steve. So it's Malcolm up to the hockey first. Don't forget, a little rhyme to help you. Keep out of the black and in the red. You get nothing in this game for 2 in a bed. It's over to Tony.
There's 9 darts to go. Malcolm to start. First dart. That's a bullseye!
You've got the bullseye, you've got the leather sweet. Keep out, keep out.
Jim getting excited. That's black. But that's red number 5.
Well, that's fine. You've got the nest of tables. That's excellent. In you go.
Steve, 3 darts to throw. That's red. It's number 7.
That's fine. That's the continental quilt set.
Black. And that's black.
In you go. Take your darts now. Doing very well.
Just 3 darts to go, and it's Mark to throw them. That's black. That's red. It's number 2.
Well, that's fine. That's the silver tea service and tray.
Last dart to go. Red number 3.
Oh, you've got the rocking horse. That's super. Now, let's have a look at it. You've done very well. You have won the silver tea service and tray, the rocking horse, the nest of tables, the continental quilt set, and, of course, Bully's star prize tonight, the leather suite, and Bully's game. Yes, yes. Very good. We'd like you now to consider a gamble. Would you like to gamble the prizes you've just won on the prize board against tonight's star prize, which is hiding behind Bully there? All we want you to do is score 101 or more with 6 darts. 3 for you, Malcolm, and 3 for you, Steve. Your charity money's safe. You've got the time it takes the board to revolve to tell us what you'd like to do. We might ask the audience to give them a lift. What do you think? Should they gamble with those prizes? We've got a lot of prizes there. The suite's worth a fortune. The suite is worth a fortune, I promise you. The suite's worth a lot of money. Oh, the money's yours, yeah?
No.
Yes, the others are yours as well. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
What do you do?
What we got.
You take what you've got. 2 lads from the southwest of England. Very sensible. Take with you. You've done very well. You're taking your 2 tankards. The money there, £293 you've got, and of course, silver tea service, the nest of tables, the continental quilt, the leather suite, and Bully's game. Take it with our compliments. It's been marvellous to have you on the show. You're 2 grand lads. Give them a round of applause, 2 smashing fellas. Thank you very much. Well done. Nice to have you, Bully. Thank you. Right. You know how the game works by now. We bring back the couple who went and they thought they'd gone for dead. They're back with us, Cappy Woodward and Mark Smith from Central. Give them a round of applause. Now then, lads, here we are. We'd like you to consider a gamble. We'd like you to gamble the money you've won tonight. What have you won? How much money have you won?
£190.
Where is £180? Have you all got it? £180. Do you want to gamble this?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Well, I think you're probably being very sensible. Well, we put this away, of course, because if you win it, we sort of, you know, 101 or more with 6. 3 each, OK? Non-dart player first. Off you go, up to Tony Green. Well, now, Cappy, you stand.
And this for tonight's star prize, 101 or more. And it's Mark to start the throw. That's treble 18, 54. And that's a 4. That's a 20, that's 78 scored for Mark.
Take your time, think about it. Come on.
What an opportunity then for Cappy. 23 and more. That's it, that's a star prize!
Come on, look at that. Oh, you've done it. It's unbelievable. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Bullseye. Thanks to Tony Green. Thanks to the lovely Nicole. Thanks to you for watching and the lovely studio audience. The lads here thrilled to bits. Watch us next Sunday on Bullseye because Sunday wouldn't be the same without a bit of bowling. Bye. See you next week. Bye.